To continue producing high-quality Islamic videos and series and to keep them free for millions of people around the world, we need your support. Every contribution, big or small, helps us reach more hearts and spread authentic Islamic knowledge. Support our work through any of the ways shown below. Together, we can continue this beautiful mission. Bi-idhnillah, with the permission of Allah. Today, I want to share with you a fascinating topic, one that touches every human being, regardless of age or background. It is the concept of dreams in Islam, and it has everything to do with the soul, the ruh that Allah created within us. Let us begin with a verse from the noble Quran. Surah Az-Zumar 39:42. Allah takes the souls at the time of their death, and those that do not die during their sleep. Then He keeps those for which He has decreed death, and releases the others for an appointed term. Quran 39:42. According to the great companion Abdullah ibn Abbas, may Allah be pleased with him, this verse means that when a person sleeps, the soul leaves the body and travels into another realm. There, it meets other souls, including the souls of people who have passed away. Allah, the Most High, holds back the souls of those whose time in this world has ended, and He returns the souls of the living to their bodies until their appointed time of death arrives. Dreams and prophethood. The Prophet Muhammad taught us that prophethood consists of 45 parts, and after his blessed passing, only one part remains, the righteous dream, Ruya Salihah. This means that even today, believers continue to experience dreams that carry truth, guidance, and divine inspiration. And would you believe, even non-Muslims may sometimes receive righteous dreams from Allah. These dreams may serve as a form of guidance, a warning, or even glad tidings of something good to come. As we draw closer to the end of times, the Prophet said that the dreams of a true believer will rarely be false. They will almost always be clear and truthful. The three types of dreams. The Messenger of Allah explained that there are three types of dreams. The first type are the dreams that arise from one's subconscious mind. These are reflections of your daily thoughts, emotions, and memories, what the Prophet referred to as hadith an-nafs, or the conversation of the self. These dreams often appear confusing, fragmented, and meaningless. You might wake up remembering bits and pieces, but they seldom carry a deep message. The second type are terrifying dreams, the dreams of fear, confusion, and distress. These come from Shaitan, Satan, and his allies. Their purpose is to disturb the believer, to cause anxiety and doubt. The Prophet advised that when such a dream occurs, one should seek refuge in Allah from Shaitan, spit lightly to the left 3 times, and not share the dream with others. It will not harm you, insha'Allah. The third type are the righteous or truthful dreams, Ruya Salihah. These are from Allah, a form of mercy and guidance. They may bring good news, a warning, or spiritual direction. Sometimes they come as clear symbols. Other times, they are subtle, requiring reflection or interpretation. The Prophet said, "The most truthful of you in speech are those who have the truest dreams." Sahih Muslim. So, the next time you have a dream that feels meaningful, take a moment to reflect. Ask yourself, could this be a message from my Lord? Dreams remind us that our souls are more than just our physical bodies. They are connected to a world beyond what we see, a realm known only to Allah. Let us remain grateful that Allah still blesses us with glimpses of His wisdom through the mysterious and beautiful world of dreams. If you found this message beneficial, don't forget to support our mission. Your support helps us continue producing authentic, inspiring Islamic content that reaches millions of hearts worldwide. Together, let's spread knowledge, light, and faith for the sake of Allah. The Prophet Muhammad taught us not to worry about the disturbing dreams we sometimes experience. He said that such dreams are from Shaitan, who plays tricks on the mind and tries to cause fear or confusion within the believer. So, when you see a dream that is frightening or unpleasant, do not give it importance. The Prophet said, "It is only Shaitan playing games with you." The righteous dream. On the other hand, there is the righteous dream, the dream that comes directly from Allah. If you see a dream that brings you peace, joy, or clarity, one that you remember vividly and feel good about, then this is a ruya salihah, a righteous dream. The Prophet advised that when you see such a dream, share it only with someone you love and trust, someone wise and sincere, who will interpret it with understanding and goodness. He said, "A good dream is from Allah, and a bad dream is from Shaitan." So if anyone sees a dream that he likes, let him thank Allah for it and tell it to those he loves. Sahih al-Bukhari. The disturbing dream. However, if you see a dream that troubles you, one that feels terrifying, strange, or confusing, then do not speak of it to anyone. The Prophet said, if you see a dream that you dislike, do not tell anyone about it, but seek refuge in Allah from Shaitan, and it will not harm you. Sahih Muslim. He also advised that when such a dream occurs, spit lightly 3 times to your left and say, "A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajam." I seek refuge in Allah from the accursed devil. Do this 3 times and then turn to the other side and go back to sleep. Sometimes in such dreams you may see snakes, scorpions, spiders, dogs, or cats, things that appear strange or unsettling. These images are often symbolic tricks from Shaitan meant to disturb your peace of mind. But the Prophet reassured us that if you do not share these dreams and instead seek Allah's protection, they will not harm you in any way. The Sunnah of sleeping. The Prophet Muhammad also taught us certain beautiful Sunnah practices to help us sleep peacefully and experience good dreams. Before going to bed, he encouraged us to perform wudu, ablution, just as we would for prayer. Begin sleeping on the right side, for this is considered the spiritual side. When you sleep on your right, your mind remains slightly alert, allowing for a more peaceful and aware sleep. Recite Ayat al-Kursi, Surah al-Baqarah 2255. The Prophet said that whoever recites this verse before sleeping will be protected by Allah, and no devil will come near them until morning. Recite the last 3 chapters of the Quran, Surah al-Ikhlas, Surah al-Falaq, and Surah an-Nas. Then blow lightly into your hands and wipe over your body. This was a nightly practice of the Messenger of Allah. He also advised not to begin sleep on the left side, though it is allowed. Medically, it may be beneficial for the body, but spiritually, the right side is preferred. And as for sleeping on the stomach, the Prophet discouraged it, saying that it is the position disliked by Allah. Interestingly, many people report seeing disturbing dreams when sleeping on their stomach, confirming the wisdom of this sunnah, the example of the companion. One day, a man came to the Prophet visibly disturbed and said, "O Messenger of Allah, I saw in my dream that my head was rolling before me, and I was running after it to pick it up." The Prophet smiled gently and replied, "That is Shaitan playing games with you. Do not tell people about such dreams, and they will not harm you." Subhanallah, how beautiful and simple this teaching is. The Prophet always directed us toward peace of heart and reliance on Allah, even in our most confusing moments. Now that we've learned about the types of dreams and how to respond to them, you might wonder, how can we recognize whether a dream is righteous or true? The scholars of Islam have mentioned several signs that help identify a righteous dream, a dream that is likely to be from Allah. Signs of a righteous dream. A righteous dream is clear and vivid. You remember its details in full clarity. Nothing seems hazy or confusing. You can recall it even long after you wake up. It often feels deeply real, as if you are truly living through the moment. You may feel the emotions, hear the sounds, even sense the smells around you. It doesn't feel like imagination. It feels alive. When you wake up, you feel peaceful, refreshed, and spiritually uplifted. You remember the dream vividly because it left a strong impression on your heart. A righteous dream is usually connected to real life, to something that is happening, about to happen, or something you have been seeking guidance about. It carries a clear meaning or message. It makes sense in one way or another. It doesn't feel chaotic or nonsensical like ordinary dreams. And most importantly, it never contradicts the Sharia, Islamic law. A true dream from Allah will never encourage you to disobey Him or go against the teachings of the Quran and Sunnah. If a dream does so, it cannot be from Allah, no matter how vivid or convincing it seems. The interpretation of dreams. The Prophet Muhammad also taught that a dream often manifests according to how it is interpreted. He said, "A dream follows the interpretation of the one who interprets it." Sunan Ibn Majah. That is why it is wise to share your righteous dreams only with knowledgeable and trustworthy people, those who possess wisdom and understanding of the Deen. Never share your dreams with people who might mock, misinterpret, or take them lightly. Seeing angels and the Prophet in dreams. It is indeed possible by the will of Allah to see angels in your dreams, often with a message of comfort, warning, or glad tidings. Throughout history, many righteous believers have experienced this as a mercy from their Lord. And yes, it is also possible to see the Prophet Muhammad in your dreams. In fact, the Prophet himself said, "Whoever sees me in a dream has truly seen me. For Shaitan cannot take my form." Sahih al-Bukhari, Sahih Muslim. However, the Prophet clarified that this is true only if he is seen in his actual, authentic appearance as described in the narrations. The example of Ibn Abbas, Ray, it is narrated that during the time of Abdullah ibn Abbas, may Allah be pleased with him, a man came to him after the Prophet had passed away and said, "I think I saw the messenger of Allah in my dream." Ibn Abbas asked him, "Describe him to me." The man said, "He resembled his grandson, Al-Hassan." Ibn Abbas replied, "Yes, that is indeed the Prophet." Another man once came and claimed to have seen the Prophet in his dream. But when he described what he saw, Ibn Abbas said, "Those are not his features. You did not truly see the Prophet." This shows the importance of accurate description and authenticity when someone claims to have seen the messenger of Allah in a dream. A final reminder. Finally, remember this essential principle. If you see a frightening or disturbing dream, do not tell anyone about it. It is from Shaitan, and it will not harm you if you ignore it and seek Allah's protection. And if you see a righteous dream, a dream that inspires goodness or faith, then tell it only to a wise person, a scholar, or an imam whom you trust. But most importantly, do not base your life decisions solely on dreams. Dreams can offer inspiration, insight, or comfort. But the foundation of our choices must always be the Quran, the Sunnah, and sound understanding. Dreams are gifts, gentle reminders from Allah, but they are not the source of Islamic law or personal obligation. They are meant to strengthen your faith, not replace your reason. So remember, your dreams can be a window into the unseen, a glimpse of divine mercy, or a reflection of your heart. Cherish them when they bring you closer to Allah. Ignore them when they disturb you. And always keep your trust and reliance in the one who created both your wakefulness and your sleep. Allah, the most wise, the most merciful.